Hot air ballooning is something that's always been on my bucket list, and there's a few companies that offer it here in Vang Vieng, but we decided to go with the company Above Laos because they seem to have been going the longest and they've got good reviews for their safety record. And let's be honest, if you're going to be up in the sky in a little basket, you want to go with the company that has the most experience. So that's why we chose them. They were a wee bit more expensive than some of the other companies, but don't mind paying it when safety is involved. So the cost for the hot air ballooning is $120 each. So that works out at just over £100. Laos is actually one of the cheapest places in the world to do hot air ballooning, so we figured it's on our bucket list, we're here, we've got to do it. I'm excited. Not gonna lie, it was quite hard when that alarm went off, but hopefully it will all be worth it to see the sun rising above Vang Vieng this morning in a hot air balloon, which is something that I've always wanted to do. This is definitely one of my bucket list. We just had a safety briefing from the pilot, just telling us a bit about what to expect and just saying that they never know how long you're going to be up in the air because a lot depends on the wind speed. And if it seems like you're starting to kind of go towards mountains, then they're obviously going to bring you back down because they can't really determine where the balloon's going to go. They can't steer it, it's just all to do with the wind. So he said best case scenario will be up for about an hour, worst case like 25 minutes. But what I'm wondering is, like, if they can't steer it, how do they know where to land? Like, I should have asked that. But anyway, I'm excited. Scary when you look down. The guy in the other balloon just proposed to his girlfriend. How cute. So we're trying to land at the same field that we took off from. We're back. The balloon's deflating behind us. Look at that. It's cool. Well, we are done, we're back on the ground, and that was brilliant. We were up for probably about 50-55 minutes. It was really still, it was much smoother than I thought it would be, and we didn't really travel as far as I thought we would, but I guess that's all to do with the wind. But we got up pretty high, and the views were amazing, and it was really peaceful, and yeah, I really enjoyed it.
It's a kind of once in a lifetime type thing to do. Even if you're only up for a short amount of time, it's incredible. It's just so still, but like epic. If you're coming here or anywhere in the world that does hot air balloons, give it a try. Brilliant.
Yeah, I thought it would actually be a bit more scary than it was, but actually it wasn't really. Like sometimes when you looked over the basket, it did, you know, you kind of knew how high you were, but most of the time you could have almost just been tethered. So yeah, it wasn't too scary, so don't let that put you off. We're finishing off with some lovely fruit to start the day. Cup chai. We got our little certificates to prove that we did it.
Thank you.
What I will say about that company and that flight is that I felt really safe at all times. I think they really do take their safety seriously, and you know, throughout the flight our pilot had a walkie-talkie. He was constantly looking at his phone, where there's different kind of like measurements to do with like wind speed and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, definitely felt very safe. Also, I needn't have been worried about feeling cold. I actually took this pullover with me, but I definitely didn't need it, because actually the heat from the flames really does get quite warm. And I asked them why they don't do a kind of late afternoon flight like a lot of the other companies do, and he told me that it's because it gets really warm, obviously, at the end of the day, and when you're up there and it's already hot and then you've got the heat from the balloon, it's just too much. And actually that's such a good point, because we were pretty hot as it was. So I think the first thing in the morning flight is probably the one to go for with that company. I highly recommend them. And we got a lovely little goodbye from the really cute girl that worked there. That was the daughter. That was the daughter of one of the people that work there. So yeah, they were all really lovely and I really enjoyed it. It was once in a lifetime experience and I'm so glad that we got to do it here.